everyone, welcome to Tally's Gardening, and I want to share with you what my late spring garden looks like. Today is June the 10th, and so it's not quite summer because summer starts June 21st, but this is Betty Corning Clematis. Betty Corning Clematis, and this is supposed to be fragrant. It is slightly fragrant, I must say. I've had this plant for about 4 years, and I put it in this pot because this plant is known to just kind of take over, and it can grow, I think it's like 20 feet or something like that, and I don't really want it to get out of control, so I put it in a pot, and this worked out perfectly for me. So the bottom tends to just kind of not have a lot of leaves, and so I have it growing here with Lamikia, I forget what it's called. Anyway, and so to add a splash of color, I also added some Cosmos, this kind, the candy stripe, really pretty. And so this candy Cosmos is really easy to plant. You just gonna put it in the soil and it just takes off. So this is going to be a really pretty planter because the Cosmos, according to this, grows between 3 to 6 feet tall. And so that would be really nice because that means that it would just kind of come to about here. And so when this stops blooming, because this is a late spring bloomer, this Clematis, then I'll have the other flowers to kind of fill in between the leaves. So that would be really nice. And then this definitely spreads. This can take over your pot, so you got to be careful, and every once in a while you're gonna have to dig in the roots so that it doesn't take over and choke everything else in the pot. But this will just kind of fill up in the bottom. And then I have this little, I think this is a vinca growing in there here. See? Teeny weeny. I planted everything from seed this year rather than buying a lot of things because I was spending way too much money. So I have a couple of little plants that we just kind of peek through this plant, and so that would, I think it would be a really nice display. I'll make another video later in the summer and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, and then this, of course, over here is a jasmine. This is Fiona Sunrise, and it's got this beautiful chartreuse colored leaves, and you can tell, look at it, it looks like the other, not the star jasmine, but the other kind of jasmine, the Confederate jasmine that is so fragrant. The leaves look exactly like that. And this puts out really nice, fragrant flowers that are white, different from the other jasmines. See how pretty it is? And I can tell you this is getting ready to bloom. Let me show you here. See? This will be flowers and really fragrant. So I'm looking forward to seeing this one. If you looked at my video from before, I think I did a video on what my garden looks like in winter. You can see what this plant looks like in winter. And I had it, this one is about, I've had it for like 3 years. And so it survives winter. And here the temperature can drop below 0. And then that same day, during the day, it can go up to like 60 degrees. So there's a wide range of temperatures that this plant can handle. And this, I forget what this is. I think it's a pestimon, and this survived winter and it's getting ready to flower. This is going to be really pretty. And here's another little plant that I forgot what it is, but I put it in here. So this is going to be really pretty when it all blooms again. And this one, I didn't get a chance to record it, but you can see one of the flowers right here. And this is fragrant as well. Really pretty. And oh, this whole section over here had bloomed. I just didn't get a chance to record it. It's a shame. But I'll continue doing recordings of what it looks like. With this plant though, it only grows till about 3 feet high. And so this will stop blooming. This is an early spring bloomer. And so what I have in here is some of those Cosmos growing. But then look, this year I planted sweet peas. And so I'm going to see what that's like. This one's supposed to be super fragrant. And so if you have been following my videos, what I have is a fragrant garden. So most of the plants that I have in my garden are fragrant. And so at any given point, all the flowers in here, there's always some sort of scent going on. There's something fresh that just wakes your senses throughout the entire spring and summer. And then of course, this is my roses. And these grew this year. Last year they didn't. These are oriental irises. I don't know which kind. And you can see like little critters in there. So later on, after I finish this video, and look, it's the petals are kind of just discolored. So I'm going to be fertilizing. After I finish this video, I'm going to be fertilizing and spraying some stuff so that the critters don't eat my flowers. Now this clematis, I have no idea what it is. When I bought the house, this was here. I didn't even know that it was here until the second summer. It just kind of started blooming, and I didn't know that it was even there. And so this year, what's interesting is that I had a lot of work done in the patio, and so this whole section of the fence came off, and through here everybody came in. Everybody brought in, there was heavy machinery coming through this section right here. And so I thought for sure I had lost this clematis, which I have no idea what it is because I didn't plant it. And look at it, it bloomed it's coming out this year. It just grew behind this tree that I didn't even know was gonna be blooming here. And it just kind of started twining itself in the tree. And I'm gonna let it be like that because I'm gonna have some work done in the fence. So right now I'm just gonna let it ramble through the grass, through the pebbles, and let's see what happens. I don't even know what color they are because it has yet to bloom for me. Beautiful. My beautiful grandiflora. This flower is these roses are super fragrant. I love it. Here, there's another one coming out. Look at how beautiful it is. Love it. And it is so fragrant. I wish that you could be here so you can smell it. It is absolutely gorgeous. Now this is my cherry tree with an infestation of aphids. I want to show you what it looks like. Now yesterday I sprayed a peppermint soap concoction that I made, and so I'm waiting to see what happens. This poor tree has really suffered a lot. I didn't know that this was happening until a couple of days ago when I came out here and looked at it. And so I hope I'm getting little cherries, but they're kind of small. Now this is the first full year for this plant. This was planted last spring actually. And so it's really not doing very well right now. Poor thing. Can you see it? Look at it. And so the creatures suck everything off the leaf, and then that's why the leaves are curled. Oh, my yellow roses. I only have little buds, so I'll make another video of what it looks like in the summer so that you could see the color and how beautiful it is. I missed recording the peonies, unfortunately. What else? Oh, this is an amazing plant. Look at the little flowers right here. And then this is the other one that I have. It is absolutely flushed with flowers that are so fragrant, especially in the early evening. It is just amazing. I absolutely love this plant because it didn't really lose its leaves during the winter, and this is the second flush of flowers that it has. And this is a Daphne Summer Ice. And if you want to find out more about this plant, I have a video on that describes what it is and how it survives and what you need it, how you can grow it and so on. But I absolutely love it. I have quite a few of those. And this is my Carol Mackie. But I'm going to show you another kind of Daphne. This is super hard to get. And this is called, let's see, Daphne. Can you see? The camera is kind of not focusing, but it's Breaks Moonlight, and it's a type of Daphne, and it's sort of like the reverse of the Carol Mackie in that the edges of the leaves are green, whereas in the Karamaki, the edges of the leaves are yellow. This is really pretty. I saw it in a store that I walked in, and they had one in display that was about 4 feet high. Absolutely beautiful. I fell in love with it, and so when I got home, I searched all over for this plant and found one vendor that had it, and so I absolutely baby this. And then this year I planted more irises on this side. I have it growing next to a water fountain, which makes for a pleasant sound when I'm sitting back here. And so I'm hoping that this will just add more fragrance to my garden. And here's more. And look at this. I don't know what's going on with this plant. This is kind of weird. It just, oops, hold on. It just decided to grow sideways. I had one other plant do this to me last year. I don't know why. But anyway, I'm not going to disturb it. I don't want to, I can't fix it. It decided to grow sideways. Okay, and see the same things happening with this one where it's curled. I'm going to have to spray it with insecticide. See, and something is eating it. But this is phlox, and I have a combo of these. This is a variegated one, and these are, oh my gosh, look at this. Boy, I've neglected my garden. Anyway, look how pretty this is. This little combo of flowers. So pretty. And then in this one, I have radishes growing. And so I'm going to be planting another row here. And of course lettuce. And this back here is one spinach that decided to grow late. Okay, this is it for my late spring garden. Thanks for watching Gardening with Talis.